how did you find your way into the core? Because I think one of the things that is relevant for people that I always talk about is how, when someone's in business, for us lending, it's a difficult industry, even if you're doing it at a very high level. But I know for us, one of the greatest game changers was getting coaching. Where did you find the core and how did that change for you?
Yeah, and I'd like to say I lucked out and maybe it was a blessing or maybe it was coincidence. I don't know. But, when I first came out to college here at Arizona State, I was just driving around one day and saw this. I kept driving by this school, this martial arts school. And there's hundreds of martial arts schools. And I just kept driving by this one. And I finally went into it. And then I met the teacher. And it turns out it's just a ridiculous style. Him and I hit it off. And it just literally changed my life. And then as I get into the mortgage space, I, in a roundabout way, end up getting connected to JB. I become his loan partner, his assistant. And basically he would, he had all these relationships. He would structure and take the loan app literally on a piece of paper. He'd hand it to me. I didn't put it in the computer. And then I would chase down everything and I would get it to close. And he would just go get more and I would close it all. Get more, I'd close it all. I'd coordinate with the ops and get everything done. Just a true doctor nurse kind of deal. Mm-hmm. And it worked out really well. Well, in September 2008, JB passed away in an ATV accident.
Wow. Okay.
So I got a call, I get a call in the middle of the night from his mom. And I didn't realize it. She left me a voicemail. I pick it up in the morning as I drive to the gym and it's pitch black. I'm staring at the full moon and I see the voicemail and I pick it up. I listen to her and she tells me to call her. And so I call her and then she tells me that there was a freak ATV accident. So long story short, I just turn around, head home, wake up my wife. I call his best friend because he didn't know yet, went to the brokerage, and then we just started to unravel everything. So him and I were already, now this is 2008. So 2005, 2008. So 2008 is when the crash is all happening. Mm-hmm. Him and I were already moving from a brokerage to a bank. So we had already been interviewing with companies. We had flown around the country. We were making a decision to move. The broker knew. Right. It was all transparent. And so after he had passed, I left as we were supposed to, but it wasn't JB and myself and a few loan officers and an operation. It was me and the processor were going because I didn't run the loan officers. I was running JB's business. So I left totally on my own. That's how I became an originator. Totally left on my own, grabbed my processor, came to my current company, Nova, and I've been here ever since. Now, a month after me coming here, month after JB passing away, someone gave me a ticket to a leadership conference. It was at a church. It was about 40 minutes away from here. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go. And I go, and Chris, I'll tell you, there was no realtors. There was no loan officers. It was like chiropractor, MLM. I don't remember anyone that was there.
Yeah.
Yet when I was leaving, there was a table there. People set up tables and there's flyers and stuff, right? Squishy balls and things. Well, there was a stack of CDs. Now, some of the people listening here might not know what that is, but this round thing that you would stick into your car and it would play music, or in this case, it would play an educational CD. So literally, Chris, it said the core training. And I'm like, oh, it's a workout CD because I came from a fitness background. So I'm thinking
the chorus.
So I grab it, I get in my car, I put it in, and it's a 40-minute drive back to my house. So I'm listening to it, and it's like this trumpet. It's the old core CDs.
Yep.
And I'm like, and this guy comes on, Rick Ruby, and he starts yelling. And I'm like, what is this? I'm like, this isn't a workout CD. And then I'm listening to it and it's like lender, realtor, chase realtors, have a clean car, clear off your desk, have a plan, track everything. And I'm just listening to it. I'm like, wow, this was a lot. Mm-hmm. And by the end, I was close to my house and close to my new office. I pulled into the new office. It's a Saturday. Pull into the new office. No one's there. I go in and I log into thecoretraining.tv. So that's how long ago that was too. And then it's $89.95 for the program because that's all they had was one program. Now they've got 3 levels. So I get my next CD in the mail. I get this book. It's called The Blue Beast, and it's got all the forms to fill out, a lead tracker, etc. And I'm like, all right. And I started on the program. And I just every 2 weeks I'd get a CD. I'd listen to it, and I'd start doing the stuff because, like you had said about coaching, my coach was JB. JB was my mentor. He taught me the business. He didn't teach me how to prospect. I just caught it from from him because I listened to him.
Sure.
We were in an office that was probably, I called it a clown car. It was like 4 feet by 6 feet for both of us. We had 2 desks, we're crammed in there, 2 phones.
Yeah, sometimes
calling.
that's the best way.
I mean, I just got to imagine just learning from someone who's really good at whatever they do, and you could sit there and shadow him for 3 straight years, 12, 14 hours a day. You're going to learn a lot.
Yep.
That I didn't realize I learned until after he was gone, and I would hear myself saying his stuff. I built my business how he built his business, which was the core model. So it was cool how everything just kind of lined up.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.